Oh, I'd like to welcome Janet. Etiquette with Janet.
Thank
Janet
you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm great. You'll have to excuse me. I'm coming from an engagement wedding.
Okay, so you
look
you're
hot.
appropriately dressed for that occasion.
What was
great.
that about, wearing pumps to the gym?
I don't understand. This is the age where we really want to maintain a very healthy lifestyle. It's important. But what you see out there is people just wear anything in the name of wanting to exercise. I've been on a number of health walks this year when I've seen people wear all sorts. The other one I went the other day, I had to take a picture of him. He was in lace from head to toe. Another guy was wearing very hard shoes. Another guy was wearing very thick jeans. You know, then I saw a lady
For a walk.
for a long walk, a 10-kilometer walk, and I thought, come on, you're going to sweat, so you need to be, free, relaxed, so that you can at least do the exercise properly. People just don't have the right dress sense when it comes to exercise.
Are you going to tell them please what to wear to exercise, what to wear to the gym?
Some people would say, looking at this particular lady, okay, she's wearing
a monostrapped
strap
t-shirt,
and
jeans,
and they'll say,
pumps,
does that not look
shine.
Okay.
You're going to the
she's
gym.
wearing a flat, so some people would say,
Well,
what's wrong with
they are
that?
exercise shoes. You don't wear pumps to exercise.
To be honest with you, especially when you're on the treadmill, there are particular type of shoes you wear on the treadmill. Otherwise, you will make your soles very sore. Okay, you need to have at least a pair of canvas, something that's soft-soled, so that when you're walking on it, the pressure of your feet, you won't feel it. But she's wearing pumps. You can imagine, she can't run in those, definitely. So it's almost like, are you exercising for the fun of it? You know?
Or you've got something else you've come here to do.
Because people do complain. I've had a lot of people say, have you been on that bridge? They walk there every day, morning and evening, but when you see what some people are wearing, it's like, the mission is, it's doubtful. But the truth of the matter is everybody wants to exercise, and I think it's important that you invest in the right kind of clothing when it comes to dress sense. It goes without saying, wear the right thing, because a good exercise regime is when you have sweated. Yeah. And you really need outfits like lycra that can absorb the sweat. That's the whole idea. Or soft fabric for at least your bottoms, so that you can absorb the sweat. When you wear thick jeans, you're actually weighing yourself down to start with. And when you're wearing outfits that are definitely not appropriate for exercise, you're doing more damage to yourself at the end of the day, because you're not going to be comfortable at all. Exercise is not easy. It takes a lot of determination. So you also want to feel a little bit, free while doing it. But I always tell people, be careful with the bare essentials. So don't expose too much.
Oh, some people think it's because you're talking about sweating, okay,
Yes.
so I just don't want those clothing covering every part of me. Let there be air.
True. Now, you can imagine if somebody wears cotton top, and they sweat, it's going to stick to your skin. So what's going to happen? You're literally almost going to see your underwear inside if you're not careful. And that's why you must wear jersey kind of material, lycra type of material that is appropriate for whenever you are exercising or in the gym.
Now you talked about the hair.
The hair, well, you see, now again, you're going to exercise. It's when you start sweating and the hair's all over your head. Imagine if she starts running, the hair is going to be flying. Back to the comfort thing I talked about. It is important, I think, especially for ladies, to pack your hair back. It goes without saying. If you are there for a real exercise regime and you really want to achieve, you have 5 kilos to lose in a space of a certain time, you don't want anything disturbing you. You really want to achieve that objective, isn't it? So that's the way I see it,
And the phone call.
The phone.
It's a no phone zone in the gym, to start with. Why should you be on the phone, especially loud so others can hear you, when ideally you're exercising? Even at home, whenever my husband is on the treadmill and the phone rings, you can't get him while he's on the treadmill, because at the end of the day, he has a mission, he has a strategy, an objective he's trying to achieve, and he picks his calls after. It makes sense, Some people, they have the phone right next to them. They're glued to their phones. So even while exercising, and it's dangerous, by the way. Imagine if you're running at 6 kilometers on the treadmill and the phone rings and you try to pick it up. It is dangerous. Yeah.
Now let's talk about being polite. I think, you know, talking about making calls.
Yes.
What has politeness got to do with it?
You shouldn't be making calls while you're on the treadmill. You know, some gyms tell you that you have some gyms tell you that you can only use a certain machine for 20 minutes. Okay, so imagine if you have only 20 minutes and then you now start using 20 minutes to be on the treadmill, another 10 minutes on a phone call, other people are going to get upset. I think we have another part of that video that shows the use of treadmills, because that's where politeness comes. You need to be able to have sportsmanship in a gym. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see the next video and see why you have to be polite and make sure that you stick to the time.
Yes.
Treadmill. You've been here a long while.
Use that one or the other one?
I want to use this one. Please hurry up.
So what's wrong with being polite when you're in the gym? We all have a favorite piece of equipment, but guess what? If it's being used at that time, you either wait politely for your turn, or why not use another equipment? About sweat attack. A good day in the gym is when you have really sweated. Why sweat all over the machine at the detriment of another user? It's important to wipe down the machine before and after use. But guess what? Look at her hair again, all over the place. You must tie your hair up, ladies. It's really important for health and safety reasons.
Health and safety.
Yeah.
I can just see one of those locks getting caught in the equipment.
Yes.
No, but the part for me is that, okay, the other guy left without wiping off the sweat, but she did well for herself by wiping it off. So
yeah, but you know, just imagine, you know, she went there before. She was a bit rude. I think she likes that particular machine. Sometimes there's a certain machine you like when you go to the gym, and you hug onto it, and that's the one you want. So she's telling him, hurry up, get out of there, you know, and he's like, that's a free one there. Go and yes. And she says, no, I want this one. When he finally finishes, because you see him drawing the sweat like that, and she's like, ouch. You know, really and truly speaking, it is not a nice sight. Some gyms actually go out of their way to have antiseptic spray hanging around, so you can spray the equipment and wipe it down yourself. So some people, like, they wipe it before they use and leave it wet for others. So you go and do your bit of wiping it down. But really and truly speaking, if you use the machine, wipe it before and after use. It's only polite, you know. And yes, she's using it. She does wipe it down, but then she's now using it again with her hair flying all over the place. And like you rightly said, if one of those locks gets tied in, that's a problem. That's a problem. But I also want to mention here, when it comes to sweat attack, towels. Many people don't go to the gym with their towels. Even when they're going on a health walk, some take towels, some don't. They're busy using their hand. If you're in a hotel, that's when you likely find some towels in the hotel gym. But otherwise, whose towel are you going to use?